It's been 50 years since the War of the Wilds, and still nothing grows on the Kindlelands. The exact day the flora of the world stood up and ravaged the cities of the Graynor Peninsula is lost to the ages. After the Great Fire tore its way from west to east, turning the land barren and fallow, the otherworldly patrons, the guides, and the great cities of the Kindlelands worked together in their own way to bring a kind of peace to a war-torn people. It is a gentle, delicate balance, and something or someone threatens it. Welcome to Another Path. My name is Chase, and I'll be your GM. Today we'll be running security on the Festival of Wax and meeting a new-ish friend. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your trip down another path.
Okay, before we get going, can I say something?
Yeah.
There's a dark past to Mr. Ender that we haven't really touched on yet. Let me paint you a picture real fast.
Paint me a word picture.
Mr. Ender's a barman.
Yeah.
That first and foremost asked us to go hunt down a bounty hunter. That would be the equivalent of if we went downtown and Grumpy Dave from Grumpy Dave's went, "All right, boys, that Michael Porteous is mucking stuff up again."
I'm glad that's your example.
And then not only that, he then hired us to stop a bank robbery. And we later found out he has secret jail cells under his bar. What sort of man is this? I'm not sure.
You kept referring to this as mall jail. I don't think it's mall jail.
Okay.
He is currently the most interesting man in the world.
Dude, for real though, he has a much darker past than we think he does.
There are two things I would like to address. One, if anybody was going to do that, it absolutely would be Grumpy Dave.
That's true.
There is no question.
That's not a question.
It's
that's
true,
though.
True.
And two, big thanks to Michael Porteous for reviewing the show.
Go, Mike.
Yeah, absolutely. I figured we'd give Mikey P a shout out.
Porteous.
Yeah.
Here's
Porteous.
your shout out, my
Let's
dude.
play some soccer.
And actually, I'm not sure if this is going to be in this part of the show or not, but I am starting to name NPCs after people who write in and fans and whatnot.
Good.
Leia Sabolwork is actually
Yay.
named after a friend of mine. She is my outside demo person. She listens to every episode before it goes up. All right, are we all ready to get started?
Sure.
Let's delve on.
I think my cat stole my D6. So.
All right, there's the cold
I
open.
think I'll be okay.
The five of you reconvene in the Magus' office shortly after your meeting. The three of you, the Magus, and the Archdruid. Here's what we know, the Tiefling starts. Tomorrow morning starts the Festival of Wax. As we speak, hundreds are pouring into the city, filling the inns and in general creating a great deal of confusion. We managed to intercept a document saying that a ritual will take place sometime around noon to draw out the Wanderer. We need eyes in and around the crowd, looking for anything suspicious. Barring better ideas, I have something for each of you to do. You seem to work well as a team, but a bit of distance in this one may be needed. Jackson, you will be our eyes on the ground.
Absolutely.
Keep an eye out for anyone acting odd.
Yes.
Your cover will be that of a traveling mercenary, though you will be given a disguise to appear less imposing and better able to blend in. Mordecai, I want you manning a stall. The Mages Guild will be doing a fair bit of mercantile effort that day, so you'll have your pick of whatever kind of stall you want to work in. You'll have a similar disguise.
Alright.
Zafir,
So,
I would actually like you working on our official security detail, though I would actually like you keeping an eye on the guards more than the crowd itself.
I can do that.
We know that there's moles in our midst, and the last thing we need for them is to be unsupervised along the rooftops. For you, we have this scroll of benign transposition. You'll be able to swap positions with one person you can see within 100 feet.
So what's it called?
It's called a scroll of benign transposition, and it allows you to swap positions with one person you can see within 100 feet.
So you can
That's
put yourself in a jail cell, and then if you can see them, put them right in jail.
You can flip.
I can thwip
Yeah.
people.
You can
I
bam.
like it.
So I just have to be able to see them?
Correct. And be within 100 feet.
So this is the same thing that was used by our orc friends?
No, that was pretty much the portal gun.
Yeah,
thing,
you guys had
yes?
had a scroll portal.
So slightly different.
Slightly different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This one actually exists
Cool.
within D&D.
Oh.
Here's a question. Did we get paid for our last job, or are we just hired on for longer?
You do get paid. You can choose to be paid now. It's going to be, you filled out that whole book, so that's going to be a cool 200 each.
Ooh. I was going to say, because I have a 0 gold.
Well, now you have
Ditto.
a 200.
I think we drained
Good
the bank
thing.
on those health
Yeah, on those
Yes, you
health
did.
potions.
You are, of course, welcome to stick around here for the night again, or if you have other things you'd like to do around the city, you'd be able to do that as well. You are not needed until noon the following day. So what would you like to do?
And this is when all three of us look at each other, and we all look at our nice big pile of gold, and we all go, shopping! Yeah! And we jump in the air, and then, like, stop.
What's funny is that your video froze
it did.
right there,
Your
so
video
it did look like you
froze.
did
Oh,
a freeze
did it?
frame.
Awesome. And then there's a montage of us shopping, and it's beautiful.
I'm alright with just kind of taking it easy tonight.
Okay.
We just had a rough run in the forest. Could go for some, actually cooked food.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah. I might go see if there's some sort of armorer or some smithies.
Sure.
Look at some stuff.
All right. Cool.
Some
cool.
fancy baubles.
All right. So you're gonna check out some bobs, and
bobs.
Mordecai,
I
you're
am
I might tag
going
along.
to purchase one more health potion for myself.
excellent. Remember that's 50.
That's 50,
Yes.
not 15 or 30.
Correct.
50.
I would also like to purchase a second health potion.
Okay.
Lovely.
It
So
is
I'm at
trivial for you. You're at the Mages Guild, so you can swing in through the apothecary, and someone will happily supply those for you.
Get us a dank potion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, so I guess real quick before we actually go off and do our things, we're all still in this meeting.
Yeah.
And the Magus dismisses
Yeah.
us, and I just kind of walk across the room to wherever Leia Sabulwark is.
Yes.
And I give her the most awkward hug.
Of course.
And just
Tap
and
tap.
then walk away and bye, Mom.
Wait, what? And then I follow you out. That is your mother?
Yeah, that's my mom.
What a nice family reunion. That is so cute.
Yeah, we don't talk
What?
much.
Wait, what? Huh? Wait for me!
Jackson, that's
Ka-chunk, 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 ka-chunk.
This,
yeah, no, Jackson.
Oh,
that's
ooh.
my mom.
hmm.
Yeah, she's kind of a big deal.
Right.
I'm less so.
Hey, how your parents doing?
Oh, mom's there,
Yeah.
dad's somewhere else. Probably fighting something a lot bigger than him. Which is saying something. He's a very big dude.
That's rough, buddy.
What do you mean? Everything's great.
All right, enough feelings talk. Let us go shop.
Man,
I
dude,
was just
dude,
they're
dude,
just
Morde-
doing jobs.
Mordecai.
Okay.
As you hear Zephyr walk away, you hear like a very muddled
Oh, now I get it.
Mordecai, I was gonna say something, but then I found out she was your mom, so she looks very nice.
A hard hand goes down on your shoulder.
Clang.
That's very nice of you to say. Thank you. And I walk away.
Good.
Who can't read social cues? Mordecai. Okay, let's go shopping.
Okay, you all go shopping.
Let's go to the mall.
Today.
Oh,
Right now.
God.
Okay, you purchase your health potions. You, like I said, you don't even have to leave the Mages Guild to do that. Go ahead and drop a cool 50 on that if you're picking one of those up.
Can mine be cherry flavored?
Yeah, yours can be wild
All right.
cherry flavored.
Ooh.
They're out of standard.
I'm writing
Out of that
down.
mild cherry. Mordecai, what are you picking up?
I'm debating whether or not I should actually get armor. Because as a barbarian, I have unarmored defense, which is plus my dex and my con, which, I mean, I'm sitting at 13. That's not bad.
No.
But I'm wondering if I should actually get, like, some basic armor.
Well, here's the thing that you've got to remember. If you do go druid...
No metal, yeah.
No metal. So...
And I mean, I can get, like, I don't know. Go ahead and hop over to Jackson as I look up some things.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Jackson, what you looking for?
With you, Jackson?
I would like to find some sort of military cape.
Okay.
Captain Silver wants his cape.
Okay, Captain Silver.
God.
Captain Silver wants a cape. We can absolutely make that happen for Captain Silver. So what you end up doing is you walk...
Yes.
Wait, is Silver a captain?
Yeah.
Yes.
Really?
Honorably discharged.
You're like 20!
I'm really good at killing things, guys.
I mean, I am too. I just don't want to do it for the man.
There's also a difference between book smarts and street smarts.
You head over to the barracks. At the barracks, you're actually able to head over to the... I don't know, what would they call it? The requisitions office.
Quartermaster?
Yeah, there we go.
Quartermaster,
Quartermaster. That's what I was looking for. You head over to the quartermaster, and there you're able to present your military documentation saying, hey, I would like something a bit more befitting my rank, even though I am no longer officially a part of this. And he looks that up and down, looks you up and down, looks your papers up and down again. It's like, yeah, all right. And goes into the back room, and he is able to find for you a series of capes that can have your insignias and whatnot sewn in. What color of cape are you looking for?
I'm from Planewatch, so does Planewatch have colors or a symbol?
Gold and green.
Okay, then I would get a gold and green striped cape, if possible, with the symbol of Planewatch on the back.
Absolutely.
It's not quite military, but it's all I've got left.
You put in for it, and they're like, yeah, all right, we can have this for you tomorrow. They are going to be putting your insignias up on the shoulders where it comes over and clasps around front. And then the Planeswatch symbol will be on the back right in the dead center. It's a big ol' scythe.
Perfect. I love it.
Radical.
It's my favorite thing.
All right, you've got that. Zach.
I wanted to see if I could find some leather armor that would maybe make me a little less squishy, but I feel like that's probably not a thing right now. So I guess I just want to look for some magic baubles.
Okay. Okay, let's take a look here. Let's see. Are there any specific types of baubles you are looking for?
My whole thing's charisma and, like, deception and kind of getting in people's heads. So anything that would either sort of help me in lying, or in persuading, anything along those lines.
What would you go about doing to try and find that? Where are you looking around?
Well, I mean, I'd probably check, cause there's that, the place where we got our one magical item, so I'd probably see if they had anything for sale there.
Sure.
And if not, I would probably, look into some more, see if there's, some sketchier means of finding fancy stuff.
Okay. Roll me a persuasion.
That is 15.
Okay. You are able to kind of smooth talk your way into the, that lesser magical item department that you were in earlier. Nice. And you're having a chat, and you're just like, hey, how about, is there something that maybe you could give to me, that maybe I could give you some money for? There's something that might help me out, and like,
perhaps he just fell off the back of a truck or something.
Wait. Are trucks canon?
Oh, God.
Big wagons are.
Okay.
The back of a wagon, you know.
Fantasy truck.
Wink,
the guy is
nudge,
able to,
nudge.
it's like, well, all right, come on over here. These are, kind of priced to move a little bit. And he, pulls out of his pocket a brass ring. He says, this is the ring of the liar. Once per day, it allows you to get a advantage on a deception or persuasion check.
Ooh, I like. How much? Oh, sorry. How much?
125 gold.
125, you say?
Yes.
I believe I will take you up on this. And
Okay.
I pay the man.
All right, you pay the man, and you have a brass ring of the lyre.
Cool.
And still once per day advantage on deception or persuasion?
Correct.
I know what I would like to do.
What would you like to do?
I would like to purchase several things. First, I'm actually going to purchase some armor. I'm going to purchase hide
Excellent.
armor. It's 12 plus my dex up to 2 for AC, which is exactly what my dex is at, so it'd put me up to 14, from 13.
Nice.
So I'd like to buy hide armor if I can.
Okay.
I would like to purchase both a warhammer and a shield. So
Sure.
I have sort of a more defensive kit if necessary, if I'm being a little druidic.
Okay.
And then I would also like to purchase something akin to a healer's kit, I guess. Basically just so we have some, like...
A doctor's
like-
bag, I think, is what
Yeah.
the
like a
D&D
doctor's bag,
is,
some
yeah.
like herbalism supplies, something just for medical purposes.
You can definitely do the hide
Okay.
armor. That's fine. So go ahead and drop your 10 on that.
Okay.
Let's take a look here. Let's see here. Now, so you are aware the shield is going to be metal.
Oh, I can't get like a buckler or anything?
I will allow you, if you spend 20, I will allow you to get a stone shield.
Ooh, yes, sir.
Okay. Actually, you know what? No, that's gonna be 30, because stone
That's
is
fine.
rough. Like, that's hard
I'm
to
cool
do.
with that. So, and then how much for the hammer?
15. And that is versatile, if you didn't know. So that, I mean, I think you're gonna want to use strength anyways, but if your dex ends up getting better...
The medical supplies, or the doctor's kit?
Yes, doctor's kit. 20 gold, and when you try to make a medicine check,
Cool.
the first 3 times you have advantage.
Oh, that's cool. So, like, it runs out of supplies
I'm actually half
eventually.
decent at medicine,
Exactly.
That makes
so.
sense.
Doesn't come up often, but who doggy, it's important when it does.
Well, especially in a group of no healers, and where health potions are 50 gold apiece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, look, those are
I'm also going to buy 2 more
those
health
are
potions,
not
and that'll be
easy
it for me.
supplies to get a hold of, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Stock up.
Did I need to? I didn't need to spend anything on that cape, right?
We'll call it 10.
10. Okay.
10? Yeah.
I have 25 gold left. If there is a remainder between the two of you to
Take 25 from me,
possibly
my dude.
purchase another health potion.
I'm trying to make it a
I will
thing where
purchase
Mordecai does
one
not
more.
like having money on him.
Yeah, you all are, except for Jackson, who I'm pretty sure is still loaded.
As loaded as we've ever been.
First national bank of this group of people.
My last name is Silver.
Look, I am very squishy. Most things make me go kersplat. I like to be prepared.
Hey,
Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
I gotta think about what sort of stall I want to run tomorrow. Do you guys think I can apprentice at the churro stand?
You? Oh, no, you should open a rival churro stand. That way, tensions might grow high, and then you could create a distraction.
What's other good street fair food?
Elephant ears.
That's not bad. That's a good contender against churros. I'm gonna do it. Elephant ears.
That's pretty close, yeah.
That or funnel cake. They're essentially the same thing, but
I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go funnel cake because I'm not sure that the world we're in would know what an elephant is.
Oh no, elephants are a thing.
Oh shit! All right, cool. Hell yeah,
Yes.
elephant ears. Elephant ears. Let's do it.
Do you have to get special permission to sell elephant ears? Aren't they like an imported luxury?
Jackson, hang on.
Also,
Jackson,
there's no way that's better than my cinnamon hardtack.
just what do you think an elephant ear is?
It's the ear of an elephant.
All right, that's about what I thought.
It's very large. It's gray.
Let me educate
It's kind-
you
it's
on
kinda shaped
the
like my
delicacy
back.
that are elephant ears. And I spend about
It's It's leather. It's like hard leather. And you gotta make sure that it's been treated, otherwise you get a good mouthful of earwax.
I spent about 10 minutes telling Jackson what the baked good elephant ears are. Now do you understand?
I think you need to make one. I follow him we go back to Mr. Enders. I follow him into the kitchen.
It's been a while, but all I really need is...
because I want to eat it.
Chase, what should I roll for making elephant ears? Would this be intelligence? Wisdom?
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Performance?
Alright, I'll take it. That's an 18.
Okay.
16 plus 2.
Yeah.
Some pretty dope elephant ears.
Yeah, you get it in there, you do the little flip, and you got a good golden brown on that. You pop it out, you shake it like twice.
You don't want to flip it until it's too early or too late. Now, my mom had this rhyme that she would do when you put it on and you count to 10 backwards first and then to 15, and that's how many letters are in elephant ear. Ha! And I flip it, and it's perfect. It gets a hearty dose of cinnamon and sugar, and it's... I cut a little corner off for Jackson to try.
I eat it, and I instantly...
Go ahead.
I reach for the rest. This is delicious. This blows my cinnamon hardtack so far into left field.
Zephyr's just sitting there like mouth open like, I do not get one. Perhaps I wanted an elephant ear. You didn't even bother to ask, Mordecai. I feel greatly offended.
I rolled a 14. It's not as good, but I make another one for Zephyr.
Yeah. It's got a little too much cinnamon sugar on it. Just a little.
It gets up your nose a little bit. So we found out that Zephyr's secret passion is interior design.
Yeah,
Mordecai is really into baking. I'm excited to see what Jackson's secret talent is.
Underwater basket weaving.
Get out.
No, oddly enough, he's actually a baller DM.
Actually,
got
back
that
in
offices
the
and bosses shit down pat.
Jackson runs his campaign every Saturday.
Yes, back in the service, I used to hold a weekly game. It was a little bit fantasy. It was a little bit of a taste of home and normalcy for the boys. It was called Offices and Bosses, and it was just a good way to forget the horrors of the trees. Those goddamn trees.
All right, we don't need to talk about that. Let's just continue.
All right.
I have the wheelies just thinking about it.
I appreciate the fact that, Ryan, you stared off in the distance yourself for a good long while.
The trees. The goddamn trees.
Awesome.
All right, let's actually get to the game.
Next day comes, and you all meet up at the little town square area that you were directed to. It's right on the border of the market district there, and you are kind of divvied up to where you're supposed to be. Jackson, you are given a really, surprisingly roomy overcoat that goes over all of your armor and whatnot, and it makes you look like just kind of like a traveling mercenary. So they don't see the weapons and whatnot. You don't look terribly dangerous right off the bat.
Anything to make me look less like killing things.
Exactly. Mordecai, same for you. You are able to... I want you to give me a persuasion roll, Mordecai, for your elephant deer stand, because this is churro country, goddammit.
I know. And I had the gall to set up literally right across the road from them.
Right, exactly.
So you're staring his ass down.
That's a 4.
Alright, so here's the thing. You have to fight tooth and nail to even get the stand. Magus Diamond she's almost affronted by the thought of an elephant ear stand in her district. Cause she is a churro woman, for fuck's sake.
Hey, no,
what the hell are you doing?
This was just a bit. I thought this was just a bit.
Fine. Set up your heathen elephant ear stand, and you could do it right across the street, and we'll see where people go. We'll see.
I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry if I've offended you personally. I feel horrible.
Zephyr, you are led up to the roofs and you are introduced to the squad of guards that are patrolling up there. They've all got their shifts and whatnot, and they're pretty well self-sufficient. You're given pretty much free reign, just kind of, keep moving around, keep an eye on things. They have no idea why you're actually up there, though.
Cool.
And before they open the door to the top, you are handed that scroll of benign transposition, and you kind of tuck that into your robes, and you are all set. And now at this point, we are entering into a skill challenge. The way this is going to work is the three of you are going to tell me what you are doing to kind of best do your job. I will give you a DC, and you will roll it. You guys need to hit 9 successes before 3 failures.
Can you, collectively?
Yes, this is collectively. Okay. So if one of you guys is having a harder time than the others, a 4th success will count towards somebody else's.
Yeah. So, just as a refresher on my end, so Zephyr is supposed to be watching the guardsmen.
Correct.
Jackson's kind of intermingled among the crowds.
And you are stationed in the crowd.
And I'm stationed, I'm stationed.
And you're keeping an eye on the other vendors as well as the crowds. Jackson is mainly focused on the crowds.
The vendors
and Zephyr's up top, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the roofs.
Yeah.
Like how high?
All Assassin's Creed-like.
2 stories.
Yeah, you're up there, my boy.
We will go through. Whoever wants to go first can go first.
I'll kick things off.
Cool.
With just a general perception check.
Okay.
Gauging where I'm... under sort of the guise of, scoping out my competition, any newcomers, any new stalls, any new vendors that I'm seeing set up, I want to scope them.
Give me that perception.
That is a natural 20.
Okay, that is a success for you, Mordecai. You wouldn't blame all of the other coworkers that you have, just amongst the other stalls for going crazy doing this, but they haven't offed anyone yet, so most of the other vendors look pretty on the level.
Okay.
Jackson or Zephyr, who is ready to go?
I mean, I can, sure.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm, keeping a watchful eye on the guards, being as discreet as possible. I would say, my history, I have a pretty keen eye for what sketchy behavior looks like. Looking for, whoever might, be out of line.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
That is a 12.
With a 12, you kind of take a look around, and the guards in the immediate vicinity seem way too bored to be actually up to anything nefarious. So you can eliminate most of the guards from being, actively involved with anything.
Cool.
Okay, and
I'm going to make an intelligence check.
Just apropos of nothing.
Yeah, 11. Okay, so, in my time in the service, whenever there were magical goody-goodies up to, their horrible tricks, there was always a magical artifact at the center of it. Mm-hmm. So what I want to do is I want to investigate the crowd and find the guy who's got an extra lump in his back, or the guy who's got the stiff leg because he's got something up his pants and he can't bend his knee, or something like that.
Or the guy with the turban hiding the second face on the back of his head.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I hate
thought
that
you'd
guy.
want to know.
Roll me investigation.
Natural 20.
Excellent.
You
You
guys.
do a sweep of the crowd, and you think you see somebody, and you kind of get up close, because they're walking with a bit of a limp, and then they kind of pull off to the side, and you see they straight up have a peg leg. So it's like, oh, no, that's on the level. That's fine.
Nope.
I'm really glad I didn't knock that man over.
Yeah. Is it a magical peg leg, though?
Not that you can tell.
Okay.
Okay. That will take us back to Mordecai. Now keep in mind, you cannot roll the same thing twice.
Yeah.
So you do have to do different things each turn.
And because of that, I have what could arguably be called creative or dumb.
My favorite kind of roll. What is it?
It's kind of our whole MO.
Alright, well, I guess I have a question first to decide what my actions would be. So this is a festival, right? This is
Correct.
Like a citywide festival. Are there livestock about that one might find in a petting zoo, like sheep?
Yeah, no, there's some goats and chickens wandering around.
Okay. I would like to use my sort of inherent connection to things animalistic in nature, i.e. animal handling, and attempt to draw them, make a connection with the petting zoo next door, say like, hey, let's help each other out, business for business, draw crowds. Your people can come, and my MO is that anyone who is up to no good would not be coming to pet the fluffy animals and would therefore stand out.
Yeah, that tracks. Go ahead and roll me.
Yeah.
Roll me animal handling.
Perfect.
I'm gonna roll that animal handling now.
Do it.
That is a 15.
Okay. You successfully animal handle.
Yes.
Here's what you do. So you throw some dough in and you flip it, and now you got an elephant ear. Kind of like shake it off behind your back, and then you fold it and fold it and fold it and like break it into like a bunch of different pieces. And then you just casually toss it over your shoulder, and a bunch of cute little critters just kind of like hangs out over by your end. And the churro guy looks over and he's giving you the stink eye. It's like, that was smart. That was real smart. Cause you got some little kids over in your corner now. And little kids, they love them some cinnamon
little
fucking
kid
sugar.
money. Got that parent money coming in.
That's right. If you lean down
Wait,
and
why
you
am I here? Am I not running a small business?
and you go over and you kind of lean down and you give a goat a scritch behind the ears, and you get a point of inspiration.
Hey!
Oh.
There we go. All right, Zephyr, what do you got?
I'm a talk to some dudes.
Okay.
Some of the guards. And just see if there any new guardsmen that are assigned today, like people that they hadn't really seen before. And try to locate that dude, or dudes.
Go ahead and give me that persuasion. Keep in mind, if you want to use your liar's ring, you do have to declare it before you roll.
Ooh. I mean, why not? Let's do it. Beautiful. That is a 14.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one is 17.
Okay.
So 17.
That 17 is sufficient. You
Right.
actually move over to a bit of a shady spot on the roof. You find a place where there's like a third story, and you just kind of like lean back behind it, and you call over another guard, and the two of you have a nice little conversation. And you are able to suss out that everybody on the roof has actually been with the guild for quite a while. There's a reason they were selected. They are considered to be fairly trustworthy folk within the immediate vicinity. So you're not seeing a whole lot of sketchy behavior from them. But being in the shade for a little while, it's good on the scale. So you also take a point of inspiration.
Hell yeah.
Okay. And Jackson.
What I would like to do is there an area that of this festival that maybe the more imposing or the other mercenaries have gathered?
Not in the area that you have been assigned to keep an eye on.
Okay.
You're not seeing a whole lot of rough and tumble folk. The best you can find would be and blacksmith.
What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to roll survival.
Okay.
And my senses would have become finely tuned to danger after years of service. So I'm trying to go towards the areas that seem like might be more dangerous, and then see if what kind of sense I can get.
Yeah, roll it.
That's a natural one.
No.
That is a fail. What you end up doing is you wander around the fountain for a little bit. Water's dangerous. People could drown.
Absolutely. Water gives life to trees.
That's right.
Fuck trees.
Fuck trees.
Damn trees.
Okay. That will take us back.
The trees are killing people? Oh no.
Oh no.
All right.
That will take us back to Mordecai.
So I would like to keep attracting people and for entertainment in front of my stall approach going.
Sure.
And using either strength or athletics, just start doing like insane amounts of push-ups, or like doing stunts with the goat, or I just I bench press the goat over my head, shit like that. Because if people are here and they're having fun and they're laughing and enjoying it, the shady people who are going to be doing some shit are going to stand out because the crowd is coming my way. And they're not going to stand here and watch me do push-ups.
Mm-hmm.
So, athletics?
Yeah.
Excellent. That is an unnatural 20.
Okay. You are
16 plus
able
4.
to do a series of cool goat lifts. It's just the best. They're so happy about this.
There's a
even
point
the
where,
churro guy across the street's like, yeah, okay, this guy's fine. This guy's all right.
There's a point where I take one of the bigger kids, like the teens, that is over here begrudgingly, and I put the goat, I'm holding most of the goat's weight, but I put the goat in his hands and help him press the goat, and
Excellent.
he looks real cool.
Cool. So after you do that, there is a moment where the crowd starts to disperse while you're catching your breath, kind of relaxing your goat lifters, and you realize that somebody dropped something. You have no idea who it was or or where they went, but you get to roll on my D1000 item table. So go ahead and roll me 3d10.
Ooh.
2, 1, and 6. Reverse order, 6, 12. 612.
12. Okay, cool. You find a tiny broom. A very tiny hand broom. It feels like there's some magic coming off of it, but you don't know what it is or what it would do.
I have just written down tiny broom. Magic? I pick up the tiny broom and go, well, this doesn't help.
That will take us back to Zephyr.
I just, just kind of, hands behind my back, just sort of regally walking around.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm just leaving range from certain guards, I just, into their brains, I want to go, I know what you've been up to. and then try to see their reaction.
Nice.
If they're like, oh shit, someone's on to me. So I don't know if maybe insight?
Give me intimidate.
Intimidation? Oh, well, I'm good at that. Boom. 17.
Okay. You are able to peek into people's, into their minds. You don't actually look in, but you do your thing, and people look around, and, only one of the guards is actually able to pin it. It's dude, what the fuck? Cause they are all, wizards, so they know this bullshit.
Hey, stop that.
Buddy. Hey.
Yo.
Look, it's between me and the guides.
Damn. Okay.
But you are able to rule out all of the guards on the roof from actively being involved with whatever is happening. And so you're kind of popping around up on top of the roofs, and you find a broken down, it looks like it might have once been a pigeon coop or something. And you're kind of rooting around in there, seeing if anything's going up, and you also get a roll on the random item table to find out.
Gotta love it. 909 for the sake of symmetry.
9. Alright. Oh, that's really neat. Okay. You find a salt block. Any food that you carry with you will never spoil.
Dope.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I need that.
That's real
Cool.
neat. Yeah. It's a big old block of salt. You could also give it to an animal. Additional thing. You can give it to an animal to make it your best friend forever. Animals love them a salt lick.
I have a mighty need.
You can also give it to Mordecai to make him your best friend forever.
Fair enough.
Perfect.
It's a pretty dope item.
Alright.
Damn it.
Cool. Alright, so that was...
Chase, you said this is the Festival of Wax?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm imagining that there's just giant wax statues.
It's actually a lot of candles.
A lot of candles?
Candles, there's a couple dip your hand in wax kind of dealies too.
I would like to set up a display of martial prowess.
Okay.
Basically, I want to set up a bunch of big candles around me in a circle, and I want to be able to draw my sword and cut the wicks off all of them at once.
Excellent.
Okay.
Very nice.
Go ahead, and I want you to drop, we'll call it 5 gold for supplies.
Okay.
5 gold for supplies, and then I want you to roll me a combined performance and attack roll.
Great. What I'm hoping to accomplish is maybe I'll be able to see somebody else around that looks like that's paying attention to. Oh, that guy can use a sword. I got to watch out for him. Or
sure.
Something like that.
Sure.
All right. So performance is a 16, and attack is 17. So 33.
Yeah, that'll do it. You buy a bunch of like really impressive looking candles, and you set them all up along the edge of the fountain. And you kind of take wing, grab your sword, and pull it out, and roll me a perception check.
19.
Yeah, so you start to see, like, as you start setting this up, you see a crowd start forming. Even Mordecai, you kind of look up, it's like, oh, what the fuck is Jackson doing? Oh, that guy. You catch Zephyr's eye up top there, too, and Zephyr's like, whatever, dude. And then you see Cameron, your buddy that you met last game, and everybody's coming out to support you in this weird endeavor that you've set up to do. You light them all up, and then you kind of turn your back to them, you exhale, whoosha! And then you do a behind-the-back sweep. And all of the wicks go out, and none of the wax is harmed, and you hear a smattering of polite applause. Except from there's everybody around you seems pretty excited about this. Yeah, that was pretty neat. But there's a section of stalls down the way that you didn't hear any applause from. It's like, oh, that sounds suspicious. So you start heading that way. And for your cool moves, go ahead and take a point of inspiration. Okay. You are just about there, folks. But it does get harder the more this goes on. Mordecai, you're up.
Oh shit, I'm out of stunts. I'm going to make a peace offering.
Okay.
With the churro stand.
Excellent.
I have brought in a lot of business, it seems.
You have.
My side of the street has kind of died down a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to go over to the churro guy with like half an elephant ear.
Mm-hmm.
Offer trade. Like, I would love to have one of your churros. Maybe we can put our differences aside and help each other out. And then I'm hoping to just like gain his trust, and we kind of chit chat over baked cinnamon dough a little bit and see what he's seen. I
don't believe I've had you roll persuasion yet, so I'm going to have you do. No, I had you roll persuasion at the very beginning to get your churro stand. So go ahead and roll this one
now. Hell yeah, that's a 18.
Okay. There's a really tense moment where he kind of looks you up and down. He looks at this bastard piece of dough, and then he hands you a churro, and he takes. And he takes the elephant ear, and he munches it, and he kind of nods his head.
My friend!
And he's like, alright, this is,
I learned from the best.
This is pretty good. That was 9. Excellent. The 3 of you are able to narrow your search down to a band of merchants. Set up a stall, not terribly far from Mordecai. Jackson, you walk by these merchants and admire their wares. Jewelry, mostly. Fine silver from the southern mines, elegant rings of Cytepian make, an oddly shaped green emerald amulet. You're so caught up in the moment that you almost don't notice yourself being surrounded. Your instincts kick in, and you start to muscle people that you've counted safe out of the way of the area, and you brace yourself for what may come. Zephyr. You see trouble just as it's about to hit. You're standing alone on the roof, well hidden in the shade as a group of merchants gather around several potential buyers, Jackson included. You stand stock upright, though, noticing that you are not just alone on this roof, but on the roofs in general. The guard is gone. Mordecai. You've had your eyes on these merchants for about an hour or so now. None of them came over to any of your fun antics or goat pushing or anything like that. And most of the other stalls have sent other people around just to kind of see what all's going on. And these guys they all stay close to home. You watch as Jackson pulls up near them, and some of them step away from the stall only to surround the buyers. Steel flashes, and unable to properly defend yourself in the tight crowd, Jackson, you and the travelers all take 12 damage. As daggers plunge into you. But you were able to brace yourself, so this is much better than it could have been. Mordecai, with your success, you actually notice that as soon as the daggers go in, they pull out, these merchants all drop their cloaks and stab themselves in what now you can see pretty clearly, fake bladders of blood. They are laying among the wounded.
Oh, shit.
Okay. You all have about... Does anybody have anything they would like to do in the following 6 seconds?
All right, wait 1 second. Sorry,
Yes.
I'm a little... So the people who just... There were just a bunch of merchants that stabbed Jackson just now.
Jackson and
I
several
just
other
saw.
people looking at the wares.
Okay. And then the people doing the stabbing, stabbed themselves in a fake bladder and just laid down.
Correct.
Or actually stabbed themselves. Okay.
They stab themselves in what Jackson is able to see from where he is a fake bladder, and they all just joined in the writhing on the ground.
All right. What I'm probably gonna do is, I jump off the roof. I get as much air as I can.
Okay.
And I, using the scroll, pick one of the dudes who just laid down.
Sure.
So I'm gonna take his spot, and when he takes mine, he's in the middle of the air and about to plummet a couple stories.
Excellent.
Oh, God.
All right. Let me roll some damage for this asshole.
We're one of the ones that are as close to Jackson as possible.
Stunting is a habit.
You jump up into the air, you read the scroll, and then you are on the ground. And then behind you hear ow! Does anybody else have anything that they would like to do?
I'm basically just rushing to Jackson, to that just vicinity. That's all.
I would like to drop into parry stance
Okay.
to raise my AC. And then I would also like to use my second wind.
What I have been able to be alright, this is where all the bad dudes were that laid down. Because they're on the ground in front of me. Would I be
Yes.
that's the bad guy,
roll
that's
me
the
a
bad
perception
guy?
check.
Yeah.
Awesome.
At the very least, I probably have a very good sense of that.
That is 19.
19? Yeah, you've got a pretty good idea of who's who. But before you can start blasting folk, Jackson, actually somebody runs up to you. It's Cameron, the homeless guy you met last time. He goes for you and he places his hand on your shoulder and he says, well, this just won't do at all. And you feel a burning within you, as if your blood is being quickened by something very powerful. Any pain that you had vanishes instantly. You look around and what seems to be fire is rippling off of you and flooding into those around you, sealing wounds. Zephyr, Mordecai, you both see this as well. Looking back to him, he looks drained and pale. He lets go of your shoulder and he leans on the stall. Well, that was more than anticipated. But even that couldn't, and he is cut off by some of the wounded starting to stand up, still dripping with the fake blood. And they look triumphant. Mordecai and Zephyr, both of you roll me athletic checks.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I'm so good. Oh, actually, I am pretty good at this. Never mind.
17.
It's a 12.
Okay, and Jackson, you roll me 1 too.
9.
Okay. The three of you all go to punch guys that are coming up, just get them out of the way. Mordecai and Zephyr, both of you are able to do this easily. Jackson, you knock one back and he reels for a moment, but you don't drop him. Cameron takes a look at the three of you, looks at the people that are trying to stand up, and he's like, right, well, come with me, and whatever you do, stay on the path. And he leads you away from the gathered crowd into an alley. Do you follow?
So what you're saying is Cameron's telling us not to go down another path?
Boo!
Hey!
Excuse me, I need to bang my head against the wall.
Oh, okay.
Audible wink.
I need to throw
Audible
up for a
wink.
second.
You're welcome. You're welcome, world.
Okay.
Is there any more, like, immediate danger here from the merchants?
The merchants are getting up, but they are 100% following Cameron.
Oh, weird. Yeah, I'll follow him.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I'm gonna follow him as well.
Sure.
All right.
I've got my sword out at this point.
Absolutely. Yeah, no.
Absolutely.
Any thought of disguise is now out the window.
I'm gonna pull out my sword. I'm gonna throw off that coat
Yep.
and pull out my sword, and then I'm gonna take up the rear and try to run backwards.
Excellent. Give me a dex check.
No.
That's fair. 14.
Yeah, no, you got a good backwards run for you.
Someone was a tour guide.
The three of you follow, steadily at first, but soon moving into a full sprint. There's a dirt alley ahead of you, and it seems to stretch on forever. And you're running, and you're running, and you're running for way longer than this alley should be, and then it breaks into the open. You are standing on a dirt road in a nexus of roads. Brick, cobble, gravel, paths that you cannot read or understand crisscross around you. You're not only going along the ground, but through the air, vertically, diagonally. It's all everywhere. You peek off the path and you see paths continuing under you, extending far above. Crystal blue skies surround the area. Your path continues in front of you to a very defined crossroads, with a many-pointed sign and all. Cameron leans against the side, coughing and wheezing. When Cameron turns back to you, a very different face greets you. Fire-red skin seems to undulate as the figure draws itself up to its full height. Its ragged robe falls open to reveal a powerful barrel chest with scrolls upon scrolls upon scrolls strapped inside of the cloak. A pair of massive horns cut flat frame its face. Cameron looks at you all and sighs.
Well, welcome, I suppose. I am, of course, the Wanderer.
And he bows low. Thank you for joining us here on Another Path. You can find our website at anotherpathpodcast.com, on Twitter at anotherpathpod, on Facebook at facebook.com/anotherpathpodcast. You can find me on Twitter at TQLoudly, Ryan at Ryan_Albrecht, Griffin at Griffcold, and Zach at that guy Zach Rob with 2 B's. You can also find the latter two on YouTube at youtube.com/bforgefilms, and we'll be back in 2 weeks with a new episode, but until then, make sure to only buy the best candles for your cool stunts.